What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about what it feels like to go viral. So recently I made a techno meme on Instagram.
What is going on here? Breakfast!
Which popped off. It's currently sitting on 1.5 million views, which is very surprising for a small account like mine. I just wanted to go through what it feels like to go viral because I've never seen a video online where people talk about what it actually feels like to go viral. So let's get cracking. I wasn't really set on going viral to begin with. I mean, I always had the urge or desire to pop off. But I wasn't thinking to this degree. It wasn't out of a sense of vanity. It was more out of a sense of like, this will help me with my music. Not much has really happened since, but I'm not really all that surprised. I didn't really think much would come of it. I knew it would help with more views on my other videos, more followers, so on and so forth. I've been taking social media a bit more seriously within probably like the last 1 or 2 years. So yeah, it took me about that long to go viral. I was not expecting this post to blow up at all. So funny story, I went to bed the night before at like 8 p.m. because I was really tired. And then I woke up at like 3 a.m. because I just couldn't keep sleeping. It's not that I couldn't sleep, it's just that I had enough sleep to begin with. So I got up, couldn't stay in bed, obviously. Made this video. It was just like kind of like a shit post. It was just kind of completely random. I remember posting it and I'm like, oh man, that's so average. I hardly tried, to be honest. Before this, I felt like my content wasn't really getting the attention it deserved because I felt like the quality of my content was very good. So in some kind of a way, it was like, oh, about time. You know what I mean? I can't really remember how it happened. I remember getting to about the 20,000 mark and I'm like, it started ticking in my head like, oh, I think this is going viral. I think before that, I was just like, oh, well, Instagram's just pushing my video, bit of luck here and there. But then when it started getting beyond 20,000, I was like, oh, okay, this is like doing really well. Mind you, it took a little bit of time. It wasn't an instant overnight thing. I think for it to go viral, it took at least like a week or two. At least to hit like the million view mark was about like 1 or 2 weeks, yeah. I think initially I was a bit kind of dumbfounded and it felt very surreal. And I also felt a bit numb to it as well, which was kind of surprising. I was very confused at the time. I think I had a whole host of feelings about it. So like excited, shocked, nervous about the future. It was very overwhelming. Yeah, not gonna lie. And yes, I kept checking my phone every 5 minutes. It's so weird going from like no notifications ever to like suddenly every time you open the app, there's a notification in the top right corner. It's crazy. It felt really good though, not gonna lie. But it feels good now. I think when initially it happened, I was a bit like, what is happening? You know what I mean? But yeah, it feels really good, of course. The excitement was pretty short-lived, I think. I was like posting stories and stuff, being like, oh my God, 20,000 and oh my God, 1 million and so on and so forth. It feels kind of like pretty normal now though. I'm kind of back to baseline, I guess. So weird going from like no one engaging with your content to like, I have so many reposts, saves, comments, the whole kit and caboodle. It's so weird going from like one end of this spectrum to the other. Nice to see like a whole bunch of random people just go like, yeah, this is sick though. So 2 thumbs up. Another interesting thing too was the follow-up. So like when I posted the next video and the next video after that, and then I'm like, what's going to happen now? Because I'm not going to like there was just no way I was going to either equal that or beat it. So I just thought to myself, like, oh, I'll just post like I usually post and stay true to myself. The virality did help with later posts, by the way. So on Instagram, I was getting on average probably like 300 views. And then now I probably get like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views every video, or almost every video. I think what surprised me most was that I could make a video at 3 a.m. half asleep at a half-assed effort. Like I probably gave like 50% to it, and still blow up. So I'm not saying that effort doesn't equal success, because it was still an effort for me to be consistent with my videos and to keep going even when I wasn't getting any results and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that just kind of surprised me, because that one video, it wasn't any kind of like high production, high budget kind of thing, you know what I mean? Hate comments were surprisingly low. I think it's like 800 comments or something now. I only remember reading a few where they were kind of like really dumb insults as well. I don't even remember what they were. But they were very mild. It was like very mild hate. I've gotten way worse hate on other videos. So an interesting one with this video was, so I made it the techno meme, and then people were like, everyone was like, oh, we want the full version. We want the full version. And they're like pretty much like demanding it as well. Like not even giving me the option of keeping it as it was, as the short version. So that was funny though. I found that kind of funny, but a bit like, whoa. I check my stats for that video all the time now. I don't know. It's just like a nice little pick me up, I guess. I hate to admit it, but whenever I'm checking my phone, or when I'm really bored, I'll check the stats. The notifications and stuff get kind of annoying after a while. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that was going to happen though. With the videos that came after, I was definitely comparing them to this video. But just kind of reminding myself, or kind of keeping very realistic about it, that I didn't really expect it to keep going on the content that I was posting after that. But I was comparing it to the viral one, like with the ones following, I'm like, oh, why don't these do well? You know what I mean? I did feel more pressure to perform afterwards, but like I said before, I just stayed true to myself and I just post authentically. That's what I was always doing anyway. So I think from the post, I got like about 800 followers so far, which was nice because I was always trying to break that like 2,000 mark. Now I'm at 3,000, which was pretty cool. No opportunities from it yet. Yes, there might not be any. If that is the case, I'm not all that phased by it. I already won, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm hoping, like when I got number one on Beatport, it took quite a while for me to start getting gigs and all that kind of stuff. So something could happen from it. Either way, I'm not all that fast, I guess. My confidence for posting definitely changed. I was a lot more like settled. I felt more like, before I felt a lot very like stressed and like, oh, pushing myself really hard and like, oh, is this good enough? And now I'm just like more like calm and like everything's all good. I was treated differently afterwards as well. People that were in my Instagram stories haphazardly every now and then before are now there every single time. That's just one example of it that I can think of. It didn't really affect my creativity, not really. Like I said before, I just kept posting the same stuff, really. So I think another big lesson I kind of learnt from it was that you don't really need to go viral. It does really help with like getting new eyeballs on you. But even if I had a post that got like, I don't know, 60,000 views or something like that, it would have been completely fine. I'd much rather get that on a consistent basis than just like one post that blows up and then I get nothing afterwards. So you don't need to depend on virality to achieve your goals, I guess. And like I said before, virality doesn't automatically lead to success. I think another funny question to ask myself as well is like, did it solve all my problems? Of course not. Like, of course not. It felt nice. Like, success is beautiful, but yeah, nah. It's still, my life is still pretty much the same. Is one viral post enough? It definitely helps. Definitely helps. Because it's nice to just get like, all you have to do is like do well on one video and then it helps with everything else. But it's not enough, no. Not enough. I think the problem with music is the hardest part is converting people. So like, did my Spotify streams go up? Not really. They're still pretty much the same. Because like people kind of like it they're just liking that video in and of itself. I'm not necessarily developing fans or things like that. I think, yeah, definitely the hardest part with music is converting people from the content to actual fans and listeners. I think what matters more than virality is like connection. I think that's one big reason I do these videos, so you guys don't just listen to my music and like, I'm just a producer and that's all I am. Like, no, I'm a lot more complicated and I'm a human being. You know what I mean? I think that matters a lot more, is to build like a whole universe around it. I think that's a lot cooler or a lot better. I was never really chasing virality and I don't think I will in the future anymore. I think deep down I knew that like if I kept being myself and I kept posting and I was consistent, that something good was going to happen, and it happened. So, but yeah, I definitely won't be chasing it again. I never did really. So yeah. I think since then I've been making a lot more techno memes. It's kind of funny because initially I didn't really want to do them, but I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. This was like one of the first few techno memes that I made, and it blew up. So I'll definitely be making them again. I've already made a lot of them since. So I think if I was telling someone else how to go viral, I would definitely recommend the way that I did it because it's very sustainable. Like if you're genuine, you can do it over and over and over and over again rather than trying to put on an act, which is really hard because this takes a really long time to come to fruition. So you need a sustainable plan, I would say, if you're still aiming for it. People have stuck around after the viral post as well, which is really nice. So I haven't lost any followers, and like I said before, I'm still getting like quite a few views on my videos, a lot of engagement as well. So that's definitely a positive. I kept every single follower, I'm pretty sure. I think there might have been like one or two drop-offs here and there, but like pretty high retention rate, I would say. I think the audience was my target audience because it was very like techno related. So like I feel like anyone that was commenting or engaging on that post would have been somewhat into techno. So I think with my kind of stuff, it's hard to miss the mark because it's very niche. Like if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If I could choose between one viral post or 100 consistently good performing posts, which would I choose? 100 consistently good performing posts. The viral's nice though. It's nice, like getting a shitload of engagement is really nice. But yeah, I think consistency is just better. But yeah, that just about sums it up. I went very in depth with that. Hope you guys stick around. If you like the video, drop a comment, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.